Hey, what's up guys, MGH here, welcome back to yet another FIFA 19 video, but this one's going to be a little bit different. It's nothing to do with talking about the exciting new features or anything like that. It's actually going to be me, I guess, kind of complaining, because this is something that has been driving me mad over the last few years in the FIFA development. The FIFA cycle always comes to this point at some point in the year, or some point in the summer at least, when they reveal the latest The Journey content or the latest story. So bear with me. You know, I don't like to do negative videos, so to speak, but it's just reminded me of something that I should have talked about a little while ago. So yeah, let's start off with the latest reveal. I guess it kind of counts as me revealing new content, but it's not content I'm exactly excited about. So if you don't know what The Journey is, it's about Alex Hunter, a player that you take over the life of. You play through various things throughout a football career, and this year you're going to end up at Real Madrid. So here we go, let's watch it together. It is a PlayStation intro, so I don't know if you're going to get exclusive stuff being on PlayStation. Who knows? You can go ahead and find this on their Twitter if you want to watch it properly with all the video, the sound on and stuff like that. I've had to turn it down quite a lot. So it's heavily influenced by Madrid, their latest kit being revealed in this as well. Welcome Alex, hashtag welcome Alex. They've got a lot of coming out on the 28th of September. They've got a lot of the Real Madrid players actually in this this reveal. If I go back here, we had I can't pause it right. Is that Ceballos and Theo Hernandez, and then we had Carvajal and Varane, who I think actually was one of the best players in the World Cup. But pretty much this is what's going on in the latest instalment of The Journey. So this got me thinking, how many people that follow me over on Twitter actually play it? And also I want to ask that question in this video. So in the comments below right now, if you've got a second to just type out a comment, tell me what you think about The Journey, whether you think it's really amazing, you look forward to playing it every single year and you play it multiple times, or if you think it's just okay, it's just you play it once, you've played through it once and then you wait for the new installment in the next game, or like me, do you not care at all? I literally don't care about The Journey. I played it for about, I want to say 45 minutes when it first came out in FIFA 17, and I have not touched it since. I found it so boring. But that's just me. It doesn't mean it's not good quality. It doesn't mean that EA haven't done a good job on it. It's just something that I don't enjoy per se. And I've got to say this, although it's cool thinking about taking a player from Clapham, as they said, in London, to the Bernabeu. I'm like, okay, somehow that can happen, but really, it's a bit much, isn't it? Going from, you know, nothing to some Premier League club to going over to the MLS, and now you're at Real Madrid. Now, I know this is something I should talk about first before we get onto the main part of the video. I think that something's gone wrong here. Juventus obviously signed Ronaldo recently, and I don't think EA are too pleased with it, because obviously their main picture lad on the front, the main boy they've got as the face of FIFA is Ronaldo. He's the main man, and he's at Juventus now, and I think it's an issue. I think they've been working throughout the entire year since FIFA 18 came out on this latest installment where you're going to go play with Ronaldo. There's going to be a long storyline based on you meeting up with Ronaldo. Maybe you go to a restaurant with him and he's like, yo, let's play up front together, become greats together. And then he moves to Juventus and it's too late to change it. So they must be gutted. If this is what I'm saying, if what I'm saying is true, if it's true, it's bad luck for them, because I'm sure they would have put a lot of effort into a storyline revolving around their main boy, you know, the Ronaldo storyline, but it's not going to work out for them because they're still going with this Real Madrid storyline, but of course Ronaldo isn't there. And I'm sure they can still work well with it. You could still replace Ronaldo, I guess. But yeah, I think they've kind of potentially messed up a little bit there, because of obviously he's moved to a different club. So now what we're going to do is go over to a tweet that I posted earlier on today. I said, be honest please, it's part of a video I want to make. Have you played through The Journey on FIFA 17 and FIFA 18? Just look at this, okay? It's only been up for about 45 minutes, almost 3,000 votes. 39% of you guys that follow me over on Twitter, or at least 39% of the people that have seen the tweet and wanted to vote on it, have never played it. 39%. 53% have played it once. And this is mind-boggling to me, but 8%, that is such a low number. 8% have played it more than once. That absolutely blows my mind. And then you start thinking, well, how much time and effort have they spent on crafting the journey? How much money have they spent on crafting the journey? Money's not really an issue for EA. We all know how much they make with Ultimate Team, with the game selling every year. You know, it's a yearly cycle. They get a massive injection of cash every single September/October and then around Christmas. And then, of course, throughout the year with Ultimate Team, they make so much money that it doesn't matter. But the main thing for me is the time and the effort they've spent making a game mode that isn't relevant. No one cares. 8% of the player base, at least that follow me or have seen this tweet, have played it more than once. 8%! I mean, that is actually shocking. I didn't realise it was that low. The fact that almost 40% have never even touched it is mind-blowing to me, and it makes me so upset that the time and the effort that they've put into it could have been put in career mode, pro clubs, even Ultimate Team, which, let's be honest, still isn't perfect. It's going to be better in FIFA 19, I'm sure, but they've wasted time. They really have. Now, I'm sure, 100% sure they have a different set of employees that work on this, a different, what's the word I'm looking for? Department. That's what I'm looking for. They will have a department that works on Ultimate Team, a department that works on career mode, probably not one that works on pro clubs. That's like last minute shit. And then they've got a department that works on the journey. And I'm sure they actually get quite a lot of other companies to help with the journey, because this isn't what EA does, or EA Sports at least. They haven't done a proper kind of storyline game. So it just makes me upset that the effort, the money, the time that they've spent on it with very little plays. You know, people aren't playing it. It's just a waste. They could have put so much more time and money into career mode, which I guarantee you is so much more popular than the journey. And it definitely is more popular than pro clubs, which is crazy to me as well. Pro clubs has the potential to be the best game mode on the game. Hands down. Playing with your friends, controlling one player, it's great fun, but the game mode is so lackluster, it's so boring, it's not detailed at all. They've barely done anything for it for many, many years now. But if they got it right and somehow made it microtransaction friendly, I know that sounds crazy, but that's one way of making a game mode worthwhile of upgrading, you know, if you're making money from it. It could be the best thing in the game. Ultimate Team is the cash cow. It's the most popular game mode, probably in any game in history, right? It's so popular. But there's only so much you can actually do, and there's only so much time you can spend on Ultimate Team before you get a bit bored, because it's not a co-op thing. It's not playing with your friends. It's always playing against your friends or against other people. Pro Clubs is about playing with mates. It's about building a family of friends and playing games together, which is a huge thing. So Pro Clubs, for me, definitely has the potential to be the biggest game mode. It really does. But instead, they're wasting time, money, efforts on the journey, which just isn't being played. And sure, this is such a small amount of people compared to the amount of people that buy FIFA, but I guarantee you my numbers are not far off the official numbers that EA have of how many people actually play. It wouldn't surprise me if it's about 35% don't play it, around 50% have played it once, and then the rest play it a lot. It's probably very close, because my demographic is probably going to be very similar to the demographic that actually buy the game in general. So I just wanted to make a video talking about this, because it's upsetting to me that there is so much potential in career mode, in pro clubs, and still with Ultimate Team, yet they've wasted 2 whole years, and the year before FIFA 17 came out, maybe even a year before that as well, just getting the assets ready, starting to build the game up from Frostbite engine. They've wasted all that time on a game mode that just no one cares about. And that is just a travesty, it really is. And if there is an EA employee watching this, I'm not even having a go, really. It's just frustrating as a player, especially me being a career mode fan. I absolutely love the game mode, and it just doesn't get the love it deserves. And there's that instead, the journey, which had potential, I guess, to be fun. It had the potential to be brilliant, but they went with this. It's the wrong direction. You get given a character. You're basically limited as soon as you launch the game mode. Why could you not make your own character? I get the restrictions of the story having to be a bit linear. You know, there can only be so many things you can do, right? Because otherwise it's not much of a story. It's just a free roam game, but that's not what FIFA is. So I get that. But if you're going to make a game mode like this, surely you make it more personable. You make it more about your decisions as a player and making your own avatar, making your own player in game. That would have been so much better. But instead, you're forced to use Alex Hunter. You're forced to go a certain direction. There's a few little decisions that you make, but they hardly influence the game mode. And I can say this after playing for just 45 minutes. I know plenty of people that have played it through, especially YouTubers that have uploaded it, and they've said the same thing. You can play it twice, 3 times, and it feels exactly the same each time. There's no real difference between your first playthrough and the second. It's a real shame, because I understand why they've done it. I understand that to market a game with more than just multiplayer being its big pull-in, but the fact that there's a story, there's career mode, there's pro clubs, there's so much to do on this game. Buy it. I get that. But ultimately, in my opinion, and it's just my opinion after all, I'm sure there'll be lots that agree with me though, that it has been a flop. It's been a massive failure, and actually they could have done so much more with that time and money, having invested it into other parts of the game that are already successful, already popular, and could have been improved. That's me for this video. I'm just disappointed with it, and that's why I wanted to make this video. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for the feedback on Twitter. Make sure you keep that coming in. I'm doing polls all the time. I'm going to make a lot of videos with your guys' feedback in the future because I actually really enjoy reading it through. In fact, right before we end this video, let's have a look at some of your comments because, I mean, I didn't read any of these, by the way. I haven't even been on my Twitter since I posted this. So we've got TSL Scotland saying you were too restricted. You had to do certain things. Well, there you go. I played through 17 and 18 and I liked it. It's well boring. FIFA 17, not even bothered on this FIFA. So some people have played 17 and found the story so boring that there wasn't any need for them to play 18. They feel like they got what they needed, right? It was done. Played through both once. Both of them were boring, repetitive, and lacked story and actual cutscenes. I mean, it's pretty crazy feedback, isn't it? Done it 3 times on each. That's impressive. Never finished it on 18. Did FIFA 18, but gave up on FIFA 17. That's crazy. No, because it's shit. They should have made a standalone football story game. 100%. 20 quid DLC maybe. Just do it separate, you know? Still would have taken their time away from the actual game. Tried to get into it, but just got bored and stopped. I appreciate the effort they put into it, but let's be real. This is a play at one time mode and that's it. 100%. Wish they put half of the effort that went in. Can you see this? Yeah. Wish they put half of that effort in the second most popular game mode that it has, career mode. Maybe they'll have some... maybe they will have come FIFA 20 when the journey isn't in the game anymore. Yeah, that's something I should mention. It is the last year with it. FIFA 19 is the final year of the journey. So I'm very excited at the fact that they could spend the next year working on other things. So that's going to be the end of the video. Thank you for watching, guys. Make sure you are subscribed. Make sure you drop a like, and I will see you next time.